Alrighty guys, we're coming back to part 2 on the new servo install. And so what you want to do is what I kind of didn't do, and I pinched my wire, but it seems to be working okay. So make sure that your wire is sitting in there correctly before you fasten everything down. So you could reuse your top plate and stuff. You don't need to do anything with that. So you want to tuck all your wires in there and make sure that you're not pinching your wires like I did. This might be a tricky process here. So that is done. Push that seal in there, which just came out. Okay, so now that I fight it a little bit, one way to tell if your wire is all the way in there, you can kind of pull it in and out, so that way you know it's not kinked if you can pull it in and out. And so, now that you got that all back together, you want to grab your 2mm screws. Or no, they're the 1.5s. Excuse me. Or no, they're not.
2.0.
2.0. Do you have my 2.0? That's 2.5. That's not. 2 mil.
Oh, yes.
Yep, got it. So you want to go ahead and slap these screws back in. I am going to pause it real quick and I'll zoom these in and I'll get back with you. Alrighty, I'm coming back with resuming of this. So when I was putting these screws in, I don't know, for some reason it could be just like misformed, but I was kind of fighting to get this hot plate back on. I was kind of having to kind of loosen up some of my screws and like shift it around a little bit, and I got all the screws in. So, and none of the wires were pinched. I just think it just need to be adjusted a little bit. So while everything's out, I'm just going to put this splitter back in. And that way this is all said and done here. Okay, now that just needs the motor fan. And then this popped out again, so make sure that's in. And we're going to grab our truck. And without him knocking over a bunch of stuff again.
That was fail.
That was a fail. Going to transplant this thing back in here. Yeah, I know. And gonna make sure that that bearing thing is popped in down there, which it's not. And it just popped out. See, this is why you want to make sure.
Pop it in the groove first, then slide that in.
I don't know if it'll work like that. No, it won't work like that.
Alright, just gotta. They're kind of a pain.
Alright, we're having some fitment issues here, so we're going to pause it. Okay, so it was just really tight, and I don't know if you guys could see that down there, but I mean, it's pretty much touching on this. It's just a really tight fit, so I kind of had to press it in there. But now that that's in, we're going to go ahead and flip her back over, and while holding it, and we are going, let's see here, get you in the video nicely right there, and gonna grab our 2.5 and get a screw started. Maybe. It's not wanting to screw in. I'm going to pause it. Alrighty guys, I have now figured out the problem to why this bad boy was not getting back in its home. So the little washers that come with the servos, I don't know if you can see that. Wish my phone would adjust. But yeah, those little washers, you cannot use those, because what happens when you have these installed, it kind of pushes this whole system forward, and so the bolt holes on the bottom will not line up. So fortunately, you got to eliminate those. Plastic on my ESC is coming off, and it'll bolt right up that way. So we are going to go ahead and bring these wires back over here. And plug her back in. And we'll plug in our fan while we're at it. Okay. Fan's plugged in. Plug in the next wire, and the wire after that. Okay, and get your switch over here. And where's my batteries at? Test this, make sure everything is working like it should, because you can reverse the motor wire, so forward will be reverse and reverse will be forward. So turn on your radio, both fans are working, that's good. Alright, so let's see here. Okay, so that all looks right. I think I got a bent axle. I don't know if you guys see that, but I think I got a bent axle. Yeah, that's a bent axle right there. But anyway, so that's pretty much how to install that. Yeah, it was kind of a long video, but everything seems to be working. You just want to make sure the final step is to hook up your servo arm down there, and that's it. So go ahead, and I'm going to end the video there, and that's how to install a Beast servo in arrma kraton 8S.